You gardening? What are you gonna grow? Plants. Hi, this is Cindy from Part-Time Permies, and this is our March garden update. A couple weeks ago, I started planting some seeds. Did some in February as well, so you can look at that video for my February update. But I'm taking every other Monday through the spring off to start seeds. Food. That's a good thing to grow. So this is my second planting day in March. Last time I did about half my brassicas. I did the cabbage, kale, and kohlrabi. So I have those starts going inside, and they will probably move out here once the nights get slightly warmer. Are you gonna grow cucumber?
Yeah.
Tomatoes? Lettuce?
Yeah.
Today, it's mid-March, and we are going to up-pot our celery, which I've done 2 flats already. I'm going to do 1 more flat. I did purchase some soil here for this project and added in a little bit extra vermiculite for these blocks. I usually will take my own soil and my own compost and a little vermiculite and home mixed fertilizer, and will make my soil blocks out of that. And ideally, I do like that because that is the most similar to what it's going into the ground. The soil, if you're using soil and compost from your own property, you don't shock the plants as much when you're putting them in the ground later because it's already used to that soil type. Okay, so this is another book that I'm trying out this year, and we'll see how I like it. It is the Family Garden Planner by Melissa Norris, and it basically is a journal that breaks things down by month, then by week within the month, and it has some financial logs, some suggestions at the beginning, some other additional information at the end. And I basically have been pairing this up with the other book that I use for when to start seeds and trying to document in this book this year. Everything? Squash? Pumpkin? I'm gonna start my eggplants and pepper plants with the little soil blocker. And I'm probably gonna put a couple seeds in each tiny soil block, which seems odd, but you can actually separate them out as you up pot or up soil block. So the nice thing about these little ones is that this will fit this shape, you can see that, this shape here in my medium-sized soil blocks. So I could take these later and bump them up into this directly. I could get 3 sizes. I have the biggest size up here, which is a single big block, which again has a plug in it that puts a divot that's the size of the medium one. So that's actually really nice because you can up pot very easily and your plants don't get root bound. Sure, it's packed in there good. I usually give it some extra push on that. Make sure I have the front of my tray towards me. I have these labeled, by the way. This is tray 8. F is for front, L is for left, right, and B is for back here. And that is because when I go back, I often will put more than one type of plant in the blocks, and I can say which blocks have which seeds in them, so I know, and I just label them left to right, so I know where it is. So if my tray gets turned around, I still remember what's planted on what side. successful this month in getting seeds started for kale, cabbage, kohlrabi, not Brussels sprouts, broccoli. Should have gotten Brussels sprouts done. Next 2 weeks I'm going to try to go for those. I also got all my eggplant and peppers started, had some extra space, so I put in some tomatillos and ground cherries as well. I'll probably get more than I need of those, but hey, they're yummy. And Bella will grab them right out of the garden for those and eat those. But yeah, got those going. The nightshades are gonna go on a heat mat inside the window with some light over them, and the others will also get some light but go on a shelf that doesn't have any heat because the brassicas don't need that. So we'll get that set up, and that will be it for our March planting 2022. Thanks for joining us.